All right. Good morning, guys. What is going on? It is stage number 4 results of the Dakar Rally. Well, provisional results. They're still working on finalizing them. We've still got the stock class out there, and they're still catching up on the previous day's results. Par for the course is nothing new. You've got to dig through everything, make sure everything is ready to go before you put the seal on it and then publish it as official. So a little bit of ways to go before that happens, but we're talking about provisional results for stage number 4. Let's jump right into it. In the bike category, it's a red podium. Very well done. So Tasha Sharena picking up a stage win, another stage win, stage number 4 of the Dakar Rally, ending with a time of 4 hours, 31 minutes, and 56 seconds, piling on 6 minutes and 26 seconds of bonus time. For those playing the home game, remember, bonus time is awarded to riders that are opening the stage to a certain point in the stage. They're given time, basically given time back to help with the difficulty of opening the stage. So it makes it more competitive, where before it was an absolute, basically time suck to be the leader out and have to experience notes and navigate and lay the first tracks down when the guy behind you or the person behind you, all they had to do was follow the track. So bonus time has helped prevent that deficit in time just simply by opening a stage, which actually becomes a penalty at that point. So that is Tasha Sharena. He puts up a stage win for the Monster Energy Honda team. In the number 2 spot, Ricky Brabeck finishing up with a time of 4 hours, 32 minutes, and 2 seconds. 6 seconds back. Nothing. I mean, these guys were basically riding in each other's dust. They did, Tasha Sharena in an interview did talk about the last 200 or so kilometers where him and Ricky Brabeck rode together. So good team effort there. They were really looking after each other. Then you've got Skylar Howes rounding out that top 3 for the stage with a time of 4 hours, 32 minutes, and 6 seconds. It all sounds familiar, doesn't it? That's right. 3 riders, 10 seconds apart. That is Sharena, Brabeck, and Howes picking up the stage podium for the Honda team. And then right behind them, the Kalahari Ferrari in 4th, Ross Branch with a time of 4:32 and 12 seconds, finishing 16 seconds out of the lead. So top 4 riders, 16 seconds. That's pretty wild. And this is only the first leg of the marathon stage. Stay tuned because we're going to do the stage 5 preview here in another episode in a few minutes once we're done covering the results. But this is interesting. So, all right, let's take a look at the rest of the top 10 for this one. So Daniel Sanders in the 5th spot on the Red Bull KTM Factory Racing Team, 4 hours, 34 minutes, and 33 seconds for him, finishing 2 minutes and 37 seconds back. Then you've got Nacho Cornejo in the number 6 spot, Hero Motorsports Team Rally, 4 hours, 35 minutes, and 9 seconds for him, finishing up 3 minutes and 13 seconds. In the number 7 spot, Luciano Benavides, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing, 4 hours, 35 minutes, and 12 seconds, finishing 3 minutes and 16 seconds back. Edgar Canet in the number 8 spot, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing, 4 hours, 35 minutes, and 45 seconds, finishing 3 minutes and 49 seconds back. Then you have Van Beveren in the number 9 spot, Monster Energy Honda, 4 hours, 37 minutes, and 7 seconds for him, finishing 5 minutes and 11 seconds back. And then, wait. That's a Cove. In the number 10 spot, Niels Therick winning the Rally 2 category. In the number 10 spot, 4 hours, 42 minutes, and 18 seconds, finishing 10 minutes and 22 seconds back. Very impressive. Very well done. Top 10 finish for Cove on stage number 4. Very well done. In the number 11 spot, we'll just take a quick look. You've got Bradley Cox. Then you've got Tony Mollick in the number 12 spot in Rally 2, Preston Campbell in the number 3 spot. So another third for Preston Campbell in the Rally 2 category. Very well done there. You've got Dabrowski 14th. Taking a look as we go down here. That, I think it was time and needed, the Kobe needed one of those. So let's take a look as we go down the list here. Mason Klein finishing up 20th, 5 hours, 11 minutes, 2 seconds, finishing 39.06 back for him. Then I did see the news this morning, and it is a bummer. You have Brandon Krause having to retire after a crash on the stage. So we hope everything is all right, and he's safe back in the bivouac, and everything is good. The Dakar team, and speaking to one of the friends that I have in the organization, 5 helicopters and ambulances in the double digits, 4x4 ambulances in the double digits, and a ton of staff out there on the course keeping these guys safe. So I've heard things where they could have a helicopter on course within 5 minutes of, wherever they're at. And so it is a very, very coordinated effort that they have out there. Larry Klein on his lives, or the Core Off-Road lives on Facebook. If you guys aren't following, you definitely want to follow him and check that out. But he shows from the starting line, and this stage start, which was last night for us here on the West Coast, he shows he's standing around, and then you can see that the helicopters start to arrive one after the other. Again, 3 helicopters showing up to the start line before they even take off. So I mentioned it in a previous episode that the decision for a stage to start comes no later than 30 minutes before it's scheduled to start. And so it's really awesome to see how much coordination goes on. And as he's sitting there in this live, you can hear in the background the first bike. And it was exactly at the time that they said that first bike was going to. So the time controls, the management of the event, of this massive event, with all of these competitors and everything to keep the show running on time, is absolutely amazing. And it speaks to the organization to be able to do it. So just saying, I wouldn't mind being part of that, maybe for one event. I don't know, maybe wishful thinking. All right, let's take a look at the Rally 2 category. I want to take a look, separate this a little bit here. In the standings, we already know Niels Therick putting up that number 1 spot for the Rally 2 category. Now, just so you guys are aware, Rally GP is the pro level rider, and then Rally 2 is the catch-all class. That sounds bad, but basically there's only 2 classes in the moto that you could really enter when it comes to that two-wheel category. There is like the Mission 1000 stuff. There's some other specialty stuff, but this is the show. If you're going to the Dakar Rally and it's your first time, you're going to be entered probably into the Rally 2 category, unless somehow you get grandfathered or you get the pass to go right to the Rally GP category, which I'm not sure how many people have actually ever done that. But anyway, so the Rally 2 category, because of that, is stacked with basically factory level riders that are on their first attempts, like Preston Campbell, and everybody kind of started there before moving into the Rally GP category. So Mason Klein was one of those. He was a graduate out of the Rally 2 category into the Rally GP category. So we'll see how things shake loose as they continue. Let's take a look at this one. So Niels Therick picking up that Rally 2, Tony Mullick in the number 2 spot for Rally 2, and then Preston Campbell in the number 3 spot. So really cool to see these guys doing what they are doing. Let's go back really quick and talk about the overall and what this looks like. So current standings after stage 4 in the overall for the motos. Tasha Sharena is still going to be up top, going to be there with a time of 16 hours, 45 minutes, and 40 seconds. Then you've got Ricky Brabeck with a time of 16 hours, 45 minutes, and 40 seconds. I don't think that's a typo, is it? They're literally on the same minute. So really awesome to see that. The teammates, you've got support right there. That means it's either or. Could this be Ricky Brabeck's 3rd year? We're not going to talk about that. Then you've got Daniel Sanders in the number 3 spot, 16:47:04, finishing up with 1 minute and 24 second deficit to the leaders. Well, not finishing, but currently with a deficit of that. And again, this is shaping up to be another really tight Dakar race. Now, remember, we still have tonight's stage, or today's stage, depending on what side of the planet you're on. We have today's stage, stage number 5, which is the second leg of the marathon. We've got the mega stage coming up, and then you've got a rest day, and then you've got another one of these marathon stages. So team efforts for sure are going to be a thing throughout getting to the rest day. But then you're going to have that marathon stage where I think before it was more of an all-out sprint. Once you got to the rest day, then it was the Dakar. You survived to the rest day, and then after rest day, it was time to get down to business. I don't know how much of that is going to be. It may turn into those last couple of stages because of that marathon stage. We'll see. Tired bikes, worn out stuff because of the marathons. Obviously, the factory guys are getting fresh bikes every night when it's not a marathon stage. And then you talk about like the mega stage, for instance, that's going to be a huge test. The more kilometers, the more the risk. Mechanical failure, rider injury, stuff like that. So we'll see how that shakes loose. Okay, let's jump down to the top 10 overall at this time. We'll keep it moving here. So Edgar Canet in the number 4 spot, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing, currently with a time of 16 hours, 57 minutes, and 2 seconds. He is currently 11 minutes and 22 seconds back. And then you have Luciano Benavides in the number 5 spot, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing, 16 minutes, 58 seconds, and 16 hours. Sorry, the coffee hasn't kicked in yet. 16 hours, 58 minutes, and 49 seconds for him, 13 minutes and 9 seconds back. Ross Branch in the number 6 spot, Hero Motorsports Team Rally, 16 hours, 59 minutes, and 39 seconds. He is currently 13:59 back. Skylar Howes in the number 7 spot. Very well done. We've got him at a time of 17 hours, 18 seconds. He is 14:38 back, and that's on the Monster Energy Honda with 2 minutes of penalty time. Now, I saw the decision from the stewards, and it was based on a neutralization and where apparently, allegedly, however you want to frame it, Skylar touched Tasha Sharena's bike, and that was enough to trigger a 2-minute penalty. So, one, I want to know who filed it. Did he help? Maybe Tasha's bike didn't want to start, and he pushed it, or helped push start it, or something like that. They were sitting there, and he accidentally walked up to Tasha's bike thinking it was his because they're dressed the same. The bikes look the same. I don't know. 2-minute penalty. So without that 2-minute penalty, which I think is, we would be talking about 13. He would be currently sitting 4th. He would be sitting 5th at the moment. But still not bad. Still good. Top 10, still tons of kilometers to go. We've been talking about that. So we'll see how this shakes down. But yeah, that's beyond me why they would do that. We'll see if we can get the inside scoop or find out more. Or if you know why he was issued that 2-minute penalty, like I want to know specifically, walked up to the wrong bike, was helping jumpstart it, was moving it out of the way so he could get to the fuel. What was it? That's what I want to know. But so you guys know, if you're playing the home game, those are the kind of rules at the Dakar Rally and in Rally. So it's not just about who could ride the fastest. You can lose time by missing a waypoint, having a difficult time finding a note, speeding, apparently touching somebody else's bike where you're not supposed to. There's multiple things, and that's just the game of Rally. And there's certain situations like this that just suck that you end up getting a penalty for. So hopefully we shake that off and are just on to the mission. It's got to be a red podium. Wouldn't that be crazy if they just occupy the top 4 spots? The full team is just red podium all the way down, and then the rest of the manufacturers. Okay, let's jump back to it. Nacho Cornejo on the number 8 spot. Hero Motorsports Team Rally, 17:07 for him, 41 seconds on top of that. You've got 22 minutes and 1 second off the top of the podium. Adrian Van Beveren in the number 9 spot. Monster Energy Honda, 17 hours, 13 minutes, and 4 seconds. He is 27:24 back currently through stage 4. Then rounding out the top 10, you've got Bradley Cox in the Sherco, or on the Sherco. You got 17:47 and 3 seconds for him. 1 hour, 1 minute, and 23 seconds back. And then you gotta say it, Preston Campbell in that number 11 spot, 17:54 and 30 seconds. He is 1 hour, 8 minutes and 50 seconds back from the top spot on the podium, but about 7 minutes out of the top 10 of the Dakar Rally. So yeah, I want to say it. I want to say it, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it. But I think you guys know what I'm thinking for the Rally 2 category. So let's. I was just looking this up just so we get an idea. But here, this will give you, and put in the comments once you guys know what I'm talking. I'm sure you guys already know what I'm talking about. But Gaston Rayer in 1985, Stefan Petterhansel in 1991, and Cyril Dupre in 2005. So I'll leave you guys with that clue. Put down in the comments what it was. I'm sure you guys already know what I'm talking about. Maybe actually, you know what? No, don't put it in the comments. Put a checkered flag if you know what it is, or just type out checkered flag if you don't have emojis on your phone. Okay. I feel like the coffee is kicked in. Let's get this done because we have got to get on to the next stage, and then we've got a 9 to 5 to get to. So let's take a look at the car category. You've got in the stage results for the vehicles, Latigan in that Toyota Gazoo Racing W2RC entry, 4 hours, 47 minutes, and 8 seconds for them. Nasser Al-Attiyah in the number 2 spot with 4 hours, 54 minutes, and 11 seconds. He is going to be 7 minutes and 3 seconds back. And then in the number 3 spot, Gozkal, and that, what is he in? Energylandia Rally Team. That is another Toyota. Let's see. We are looking at 5 hours, 1 minute, and 23 seconds, finishing 14 minutes and 15 seconds back. So bigger gaps for sure in the vehicles. Comparatively in time, it doesn't look too much different than the bikes. So not bad. Let's take a look at the continuation here. Now we've got what I think is the brother. So the brother's finishing up 3 and 4. Gozkal Part 2, Energylandia Rally Team, 5 hours, 4 minutes, and 44 seconds, finishing 17:36 back. Sebastian Loeb, the number 5 spot, Dacia Sand Riders, 5 hours, 5 minutes, and 2 seconds, finishing 17:54 back. And then a third Gozkal in the number 6 spot, Energylandia Rally Team. You've got 5 hours, 7 minutes, and 1 second, finishing 19:53 back. Toby Price in the number 7 spot, Toyota Gazoo Racing, 5 hours, 7 minutes, and 15 seconds for him, finishing 20 and 7 seconds back. Barguantha in that number 8 spot, Century Racing Factory Team, 5 hours, 8 minutes, and 43 seconds back, finishing, or 5 hours, 8 minutes, 43 seconds stage time, 21 minutes and 35 seconds back. Virawa in the number 9 spot, Toyota Gazoo Racing, 5 hours, 9 minutes and 17 seconds for him, 22 minutes and 9 seconds back. And then rounding out the top 10, Serradori in the Century Racing Factory Team, 5 hours, 9 minutes and 42 seconds for him, 22:34 back. Now let's take a look. Seth Quintero and Andrew Short, almost cracking that top 10 in the number 11 spot. 5, 10, and 35 seconds for them, finishing 23:27 back. So just under a minute out of that top 10. Then you have Ekstrom 12, Sainz 13th, Les Sainz 14th, Nani Roma 15th. Let's take a look here as we keep going down here. Brock Hager and Max Eddy, the first of the SSVs. Let's take a look as we go down. Mitch Guthrie and Kellen Walsh, 27th on the stage, finishing at 5:31:01, 43 minutes out of the lead. Then let's take a look here as we keep scrolling and looking for more of us guys. Where are the rest of the guys at? You got Sarah Price and Berryman finishing up 62nd on the stage. Looks like that is going to be second. Stefan Petterhansel winning the stock class, or showing on top for the stock class. So looks like a second place for Sarah on the stage. Very well done. Let's take a look at the SSV category really quick. Just isolate that one. You have Brock Hager and Max Eddy laying down the fastest time, 5 hours, 21 minutes, and 48 seconds. Montero in the number 2 spot, 5 hours, 37 minutes, 50 seconds, finishing 16:02 back. And then you have Diaz in the number 3 spot, 5 hours, 38 minutes, and 28 seconds back, 16:40 for him. Let's see. Then we've got Miller and Gray in the number 4 spot. Well done there. 5 hours, 40 minutes, and 19 seconds. And then let's take a look. Dessel Trey in the number 6 spot. Cheney and Argybright rounding out the top 10 at 6 hours, 4 minutes, and 59 seconds for them. Very good showing there. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the vehicles overall, see how these guys are all stacked up against each other. So in the overall, Latigan in that number 1 spot currently sits on a time of 16 hours, 29 minutes, and 15 seconds. Then you have Nasser Al-Attiyah right behind them, 16 hours, 33 minutes, and 10 seconds for them, finishing 3:55 back, or currently 3:55 back. Dias Ekstrom, the Ford, 16 hours, 42 minutes, and 15 seconds, going to be 13 minutes back. Then you have Sainz in that number 4 spot in the Ford Racing, 16 hours, 45 minutes, and 8 seconds. He is 15:53 back at the moment. Serradori in the number 5 spot. Century Racing Factory Team, 16 hours, 46 minutes, and 8 seconds for him. He is 16:53 back. Virawa in the number 6 spot. Toyota Gazoo Racing, 16:47 and 34 seconds for them. 18:19 back. Roma in the number 7 spot in the Ford Racing vehicle. We've got 16:47.51, 18:36 back. Very, very tight racing right here in the middle of the pack. A lot of them between about 1 minute apart. Sebastian Loeb in the number 8 spot, 16:49.12 for him. He is 19:57 back. So you've got 3 guys challenging for 6th, and they're all within the minute of each other. So not bad. Goskal in the number 9 spot, Energilandia Rally Team, 16:50.37 currently, 21 minutes and 22 seconds back. Christina Gutierrez in the number 10 spot, Dacia Sandriders, top 10, 16:54 and 33 seconds. Going to be 25 minutes and 18 seconds back. So very well done. Mitch Guthrie, Kellen Walsh, currently 13th. Overall, 16 hours, 58 minutes, and 21 seconds. He is 29:06 back. And let's take a look further down the list here. Toby Price currently sits in 16th. He is going to be 30 minutes and 43 seconds back. So a little bit of a deficit there. Brock Hager and Max Eddy, 31st. They are currently the class leaders, but they are 31st overall, 18 hours, 30 minutes, and 35 seconds. They are 2 hours, 1 minute, and 20 seconds out of the overall. So very well done. Looks like trouble. We still got a lot of kilometers to go. This morning's or tonight's stage is going to be another test. You've got the same kind of a repeat. I'll give you guys a quick repeat. 2 different tracks, all headed back. This time they're headed out to Hail to meet up with the rest of the crews, obviously. So being in the marathon stage, only limited amount of work and limited amount of parts and resources were available to the competitors today overnight while they get ready for the next leg of the marathon stage. So we'll see how that shakes loose. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. We're going to jump right into recording the Stage 5 preview. It'll be available here in a couple of hours. I hope you guys are enjoying the coverage so far. Let me know. Remember, if you knew what I was talking about, drop a comment down below, put a checker flag, but don't say it. We don't want to jinx it because this would be 20 years in the making. That's another clue for you. All right, we'll see you guys.